when I married my wife. I promised her I'd get fit and lose weight. I weighed for 110 pounds on our wedding day.
I want to highlight this story because it's emblematic of the fact that if you're in the vicinity of someone who really wants to be with you, someone that is really attracted to you, you don't need game, you don't need gift of gab, you don't have to be in shape or anything. If that person clicks with you, that is an instant attraction that just comes natural, because in the end, attraction is a very natural thing. The only thing that matters is, are you in the vicinity of the thing that you are either trying to attract or you are attracting? Now for the rest of this TikTok.
It took me time to get started with my fitness regime, but a man can't break a promise to the woman he loves. I've now lost 150 pounds. I am keeping my promise.
It's important to not mock stories like these, but instead to learn the lesson in this story. And the lesson in this story is simple. Wherever this man was, he found himself in a place where she saw him and she had to have him. If you've ever been a Boy Scout, or if you spent time in the country with your grandparents or maybe cousins, and you lit a candle or you started a campfire, or even if you just turn on a light at night, you notice that it will draw insects and it will certainly draw moths. And it's interesting because Janet Jackson actually sang a song about this. Behold, Janet Jackson. The song was called That's the Way Love Goes, and she talks about being a moth drawn to a flame. So like a moth to a flame burned by a fire, my love is blind, can't you see my desire? And what she's talking about is simple. When someone has complete desire for you, they can't control themselves. And for some of you who have limited dating experience, you may not understand or have experienced this, but one thing that happens when you're with someone who is just absolutely consumed with you is that you have a power dynamic in a relationship that maybe you're not really used to, but it gives you perspective as to how powerful desire is when someone has it for you or when you have it for someone. When there's strong attraction, it looks like this. So how is it that I can look at this TikTok and know that she's really into this guy and she enjoys this? Well, the comments kind of suggest that, right? So happy for you. And that's what, 13,000 likes. Wow. Or how about this like, or the comment here, my stomach butterflies, with 5,000 views. If you're in the vicinity of someone that really likes you, you get to see a different side of that person that maybe they've never really expressed before. So how do you go from where you might be currently to finding someone who is just so much into you that they just can't get enough of you? Well, there are several ways to do that. As you see here, it's natural. When someone is really, really, really into you, they are into you. And I can say that from experience. So sometimes it may not be the person that you choose, but rest assured, when someone is into you, their ability to monitor their feelings about you gets muted, and they just need to be with you. How do you get there? This is a thought experiment. We'll start here with you and your small positive charge. And these are the people or the mates that you would match up with very well. And these may be the mates that you possibly could match with, but it's touch or go in terms of maybe you could, maybe you couldn't, but the chances are you're not going to match with those people. And this is the competition. How would you get to one of those orange dots in your position? As you can see here, if you're the small circle with the red positive charge and you're trying to get to one of your ideal mates, which are the orange circles, which would also possibly be attracted to the other yellow circles, you have really two possibilities. You could increase the size of your circle to make you a bigger attractive force, or you'd have to consider going somewhere else. Because if you look at this particular diagram, it is a representation that that circle with the red positive charge is just in the wrong environment. Now let's try this again, except your dot is a little bit bigger because you're in a place where maybe you have more appeal because of maybe your earning income or your height, or the competition is different. And these are the ladies that are touch or go. Maybe you could date with them, maybe you might match or maybe not, but you see more potential matches, maybe because maybe you like someone who's a little smaller, or someone who might be just the way that you're looking for. Now, what if your competition looked like this? Would you have more probability of meeting one of your orange mates that would fit your life better? I would say yes, you would. Now, this is a representation of someone who maybe in the first situation was just a small fish in a big pond, but here you're a little bit bigger fish in the same size or a different pond. And you see you have more potential matches. And in a case like this, you're just simply using logic. One of those orange circles in this environment would look at you and say, wow, I have genuine attraction for this person because this person is a catch. And you might get lucky and be the best catch that that person could ever hope for. And when you're in that position, you can truly experience genuine desire. When it's about genuine desire, the package that you're in as is more than enough. Now, I'm not saying don't work out and don't learn how to be sociable and all of those things, but if you're in the package that that person really wants, that's all you need. I think for every man that's alive, at least once in their life, they should have the opportunity to be with someone that completely adores them, someone who just can't stand being away from you. Now, that might not be the person that you are most attracted to or the person that you want to be with the most. But if you're with someone who completely adores you and they just really want to be in the same room with you, it gives you a different perspective on not just relationships and love, but kind of the way that you look at yourself. Because if you've always been in relationships where you're trying to appeal to someone to like you or be with you, you have a different perspective, maybe like you're not enough or you need to change some things. But if you're with someone and that person sees you as you are and they're like, you're perfect, I just want to be with you, it can really change the way that you think about yourself. So what is the key to attraction? Well, to me, it's a simple math equation. Find yourself in a room where you can maximize the number of orange circles of young ladies that you are attracted to who also pair with you or would be attracted to you, and minimize the number of competitive yellow circles that can compete with you. Now, how do you get yourself in this kind of situation? Go to salsa dances, go to museum parties, go to barbecues where you're the only person who speaks that language, or you're the only person who doesn't speak that language, or go to countries where they're having parties on certain nights, or find ways to get yourself into different rooms, different environments where this dynamic is possible. If you can find yourself in a room where this dynamic is possible, and I can assure you this has happened to me on several occasions, you can find that one person who not only wants to be with you, but that person who adores you. And that is a game changer. Find a way to get into the room where you can maximize the opportunity for you to find that person who looks at you and thinks, oh, this person's the bee's knees. It might be a dance, it might be a multilingual barbecue party, it might be a salsa bar in a country that you've never been to before. It could be one of any number of environments. The goal for you is to put yourself into that environment. It might require getting used to some things that you're not used to, experiencing some things you never experienced before, even getting out of your comfort zone. But if you find someone that loves on you and adores you, I can assure you it'll be worth it. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care, guys.